Right, so this is now, I'll tell you what, let's fill all those in, pretend like we did it properly from the start. So we're now on, oh no, that doesn't work now, does it? What are we doing here? Send quote. So we're now on to send quote. Should have thought about this before, right? Right. Send quote. So if in ordinary circumstances we would already be in the quote because you would create it and you would go immediately to send it. There's not really anything that goes in between those two. But I separated it in the pipeline for some reason which I can't remember anymore. Obviously, if you notice that this one is incorrect, there's a 0 fee and I didn't change the number in it, but of course you wouldn't make such a schoolgirl error. Right, so we have the Planning Man quote. This is created. Tell you what, let's go back to pretending that we didn't even have this open. So we open a new one, go to Wave, go to Sales, go to Estimates, and find the one that we've just done, which is here, Mr. John Smith. We go to here, More, Export as PDF. It'll download it. Everything being well and you not having changed any settings or something happened horrible, it should download to here at the bottom of the screen. The easiest way I do it is show in folder, which will open up this folder here, and it should be the one that's highlighted. If not, you can see by the date. Right click, rename it, quote, quote, 123, any street, etc. Obviously you need to write the postcode and okay, I'll write any street, any town, you can forget the county, etc. And then the postcode, AP1, okay. We would then cut it out of there. And we're going to go and put it in the inquiries folder, which is within the current contracts folder. You should have current contracts over here on the left hand side of this thing. There's many other ways to find it. We can do that at another time. Hopefully this is here. If we scroll all the way down to the bottom of this folder, we see the inquiries folder. Open that up. Right click, click new. Oh no, don't do any of that. We don't need a folder. Right, okay. Paste it here. So what you did was right click, paste, and the quote that you renamed has popped into here. It's wanting to try and sort it alphabetically, so that's why it moved automatically. So here it is. Now we can keep it here. The only other way that this folder is structured is sometimes you would create a folder with the first line of the opportunity address. The reason we would do that is if, as part of my quote, I might look at other drawings or other inquiries, etc. So in that example, were we to, you or I, to come in here and create another folder because we wanted somewhere to store some information without it being a current project, we would create a folder in here and then we would move this quote into that new folder. Slightly on off a little bit there, but okay. So that has exported the quote down to here, and it's now in the current contracts, 999 inquiries, and our quote is there. Now we go back to our web browser, open up a new tab, go to our email, now we're going to send an email to the customer. If we'd received his inquiry by email, we would reply to that. Otherwise, we just go ahead and compose a new one. Close all this rubbish down. Compose. So obviously this would be to john.smithell. You have to type his email here sometimes if it's not been picked up in the other contacts. The subject would be quote and then the address. Dear Mr. Smith, please find enclosed, etc., etc., etc. Try and be nice, try and be professional but polite and friendly, and etc., etc., etc. Regards, mine would be regards Phil. On this first introduction, I use my surname. As a relationship develops, I drop my surname. Simply now just go down to attach files, click on that, come up here so that you've got your list that was on the left of the other screen, find current contracts, scroll all the way down into inquiries, find our quote. If you can't see it, you can click on these headings and that will sort it. So for example, if we click on name, everything is in numerical and alphabetical order. If we click on date modified, it sorts by this column. Sometimes it might be at the top or the bottom, so just keep an eye on that date. So sort it by date, find the date, which of course is today, open it, open. That's it. So you've got your text, you've got his address, you've got the quote attached, and simply send it. Obviously I'm not going to send this now because it's incorrect address. Oh, sod it, John.Smith can have it anyway. There you go, send. That's it.